What does that look like? Well, they always say if you're not dealing with all three, you're really not dealing with it. If you're teaching good technique, well, good for you. But until you're reaching mind, body, and spirit, then we're not doing a very good job, I don't think. So one of the things we do is we have fire teams. In my room, we have 8 coaches. I'm trying to hire a 9th one right now this week, and I'll just keep hiring them. If they'll let me divide my salary and do things like that, then I just want more people. So what we do is we have, these are the weight classes, and I have 3 mats in my room. So we have a head coach here, we have head coach here, and head coach. And then these coaches just turn in a lineup, and then that's how we get our lineup. Okay? And then if the stuff hits the fan, then it's my job all of a sudden. Okay? But until that time, there's 3 other guys that's in charge of that. So mind, body, spirit, ARETE, Greek word, meaning mind, body, spirit. We just don't have a word that says those 3 things, so we have to say 3 words. They say 1. ARETE. So it's one of the things that we want to put in the center of everything that we try to accomplish. Combat creed, I will fully exhaust myself in a cause greater than we are for those who stand with us. Doesn't have anything to do with a single leg. It doesn't have anything to do with a double leg. It has everything to do with what's your intention. My intention is I myself, centered athlete, I'm going to fully exhaust myself in this practice. We'd like to take them to exhaustion 3 times if we can do it, but most of my kids aren't tough enough yet. We're working on that. And then those who stand beside me. At the end of the day, who's standing with you? How many of you guys got married with somebody that you wrestled with standing up with you? When you got married, you stood there with a few wrestlers. Anybody? Really? That's an unusual room. Okay. So heart, mind, body. We've got to hit on each of these. And so one of the things we want to do is we want to inspire the mind, train the body, feed the soul. That's what you guys are doing right now. You're training the mind, you're feeding the soul. You're picking up these little bitty things. And like Coach said earlier, it's neat when you get around people. I get around great coaches and I sit there and I just listen. And I go, man, I do that. I've done that before. I got to do that again because that works, obviously. You know? So, everybody has veto power. Your parents have veto power. If they say no, then it's no. If your kid says, I'm not doing that, if they really say they're not doing it and they're strong-willed, then they're not doing it probably. And then we always tell them too, if a coach says no, it's no. The only way you get to wrestle is when everybody says yes. But you got to get everybody saying yes. And if you're going to do that, you've got to build a program that, you know, you guys in this room, the number one thing I heard from the back of the room about officials is what makes you mad is when they don't listen to you. Okay, now take a moment and then sit in that parent seat and see if that might not work on us too as coaches. Okay? So, or the athlete that comes to you with a legitimate problem. So, and it's legitimate in their mind. You got to put that in context, right? 14 years old. Okay? So, so work, rest, recovery, nutrition, train. Can you overtrain? You cannot overtrain. You can overwork. I would argue that you cannot overtrain. Because this is what training is. And rest and recovery is a part of training. Did I say that wrong, Mike?
No, you're right on.
Okay. Nutrition-wise, training, you cannot overtrain.